I'm Hunt and this is Darton. We're celebrating Cambridge Junction turning 30 next year. It's very exciting.
Most significant memory of the junction ever? I know, no pressure. I know, it's a big opener.
Probably Cooler Shaker.
Wow.
Back in about 1996.
What are your hopes and dreams for Cambridge Junction?
That it gets famous.
My favourite night at the junction ever was watching a little live art company I know called Hunt Darton.
My friend was telling me about removing her trousers at some kind of gig, going to the loo and some steaming occurring.
Wow, this is amazing. Was that from a lot of dancing?
Yeah.
In 2014, I curated and produced a 24-hour non-stop performance and live art festival. We transformed J1 into loads of beds under a big tent and people could sleep.
Shortly before I wandered over for my nap, I think it was around 3 a.m. and there was an American performance artist that had come over from New York. And she was doing a show where she was throwing pretend poo out at the audience in buckets, and it was actually applesauce. But the audience got down and was sheltering under the tables and holding on to each other. And I really bonded with the girl that I was holding on to, and she became a really good friend of mine.
About 30 years ago, when there was a heavy metal band called Wolfsbane playing here, and I was right in the middle of the mosh, and I managed to damage my shoulder. And I spent the rest of the gig standing at the front of the stage like this, only able to use this arm. And the lead singer of Wolfsbane, Blaze Bailey, kept leaning over and staring straight at me because I was just standing still and everyone else was moving around. And a few years later, when Blaze Bailey was the lead singer of Iron Maiden, he saw me at the front of the stage and he said, "Are you going to stand still?" I went, "No, because actually that night I tore my shoulder." And he went and got me an Iron Maiden t-shirt.
You saw a snow dragon here at the junction. What did it look like?
White.
So what are you expecting the junction might do for your life?
It probably changed me into the Christmas spirit.
You used to work for Cambridge Junction.
Yes, I did.
And how long ago was that?
It was about 25 years ago.
5 years after it opened?
Before this.
Yes.
Well, I was in charge of the cafe, and I had to do foods from all around the world.
Well, it was a very new venue here, and obviously it wasn't as big as this. It was basically this building at the next to the cattle market, which still was there then. And it was doing a kind of new, fresh stuff that wasn't being done. I was coming sort of 2 or 3 times a fortnight because there was just so much on.
When was your first experience of Cambridge Junction?
Rhiannon Giddens. That was the night. To me, the best
Rhiannon
single performance I ever saw.
And that was here?
Yeah.
Any lost nights? Oh, many, yes. Which is why the memory is not so good these days.
We're just joined by a couple who found love. That's right, they found love at the junction. Over to you. How did it happen?
So alcohol.
Yeah, and Horseman Disco.
Yeah.
3 years ago. So
3 years strong.
yeah, we came to the to the night on separate parties, and I saw him in the crowd, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go and kiss him. And I've asked first, can I kiss you? And he was like, yeah, okay.
I came here to see the Proclaimers, and it was the best ever gig that I've ever seen in my life.
Right, like we came to Dot Cottons, and there was Kylie Minogue, and we were like, oh my god.
Best moment at the junction ever?
3. I saw Jeffree Star here when I was like a young teen, emo, amazing. Marina and the Diamonds, amazing. And then Dot Cotton, the gay night. And I performed here in Dragbridge, yes, hey.
I just remember being greeted at the door with big drag queens in rollers and a cup of tea.
Fabulous.
And an apron.
Have you found any love at Cambridge Junction?
Always. You've got to have a good snog
at
Cambridge Junction.
Cambridge needs somewhere where people can get together and dance with each other. We want to listen to music loud, yeah? It's a city that's been crammed in, you know? You can't get away with being noisy, but here you can.
So they used to do a TV show called Up the Junction, like about 100 years ago. And I used to follow a band called the Levellers, and they were here, and we were all on TV in our clogs and our dreadlocks, and yeah.
What night did your mum tell you to come to first?
Craig Charles Funk and Soul at the Junction.
What a great mum!
What a great mum.
This is good stuff.
Best moment, we saw the James Taylor Quartet here a long time ago, and they were kind of jazzy like this.
Yeah.
I got lost at Eat Static.
Here.
Yeah.
Those were the days.
Have you ever lost a night at the Cambridge Junction?
Many a warning. There was warning signs there, and there was many a warning nights here.
Many a warning nights here. Marry, kiss,
Okay.
or kill the Junction.
Oh, I definitely marry. It's a long-term relationship that I hope just
Forever
lasts forever.
and ever.
Yeah, it's a
Forever and
key
ever, guys.
part,
Forever and ever.
Forever and ever, please.
We love you, Cambridge Junction. You're just nailing it. So
Yeah.
well done.
I mean, like, congratulations on your 30 years, but also here's to 30 years more. Please. Let's do it.
Let's go. We're done.